Hello everybody, my name is Salman and I'm an intern at the Milwaukee Art Museum. Today I'll be presenting a piece that is really unique to the gallery because it's the only piece that portrays someone of Asian descent. And that piece is no other than the one that is behind me, and it is titled Chinese Lady by Robert Henri. So Robert Henri, he was really interesting because he would go on these expeditions in Europe and North America, and he would just paint portraits of people, people that he felt he connected to, whether they were of different nationalities or age groups. Chinese Lady in particular was painted in California in 1914. This piece holds really great historical importance because a couple years prior was the Gold Rush, which really influenced a rise in Chinese immigration. Among that population, 98% were male, so the lady who is portrayed in this painting is either part of the 2% of females that immigrated, or she is a child of one. In 1914, the Chinese Exclusion Act was also being renewed for a second time, which is extremely outrageous because it was a law that had prohibited Chinese people from immigrating into America. While this law was in act, this really pushed for anti-Chinese sentiment. Considering the social climate that this piece was made in, it really adds to the piece because Robert Henri still decided to portray someone who was of Chinese descent despite negative associations that were put upon these communities. Beyond its historical importance, the piece to me is just visually stunning. Something that really stood out to me was the background, which may seem boring at first, but when you look at Henri's other pieces, it's really interesting because when he portrays someone of Asian descent, he tends to use yellows and reds for a background, where in his Eurocentric pieces, he tends to use blue or cooler tones. It's also interesting when you consider that in Chinese culture, yellow is a noble color. So Henri's usage of yellow as the background really adds a rich quality to it and also gives us something to infer about the figure. It kind of gives her a sense of dignity and importance. Reflecting upon everything that I have presented about Robert Henri's Chinese Lady, I leave you all with a tough question, which is, what is your favorite color and why? As humans, we all have visual biases that I think can tell so much about us. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great day.